Back at it again. Yes, I know I kind of look like I'm warming up for an English Premier League game, but hey, this shirt is comfy and I love it, so I make no apologies. Is it just me, or has it become socially acceptable to just flake? Yes. Today we're going to be talking about flakes, and not the frosted ones, because these are not great. Is it just me, or has it become socially acceptable to just flake on things? I'm talking no explanation given, no reason, they just don't show up. Now listen, I understand that life happens. Maybe you got swamped with schoolwork. Maybe you got called in for overtime and you can't turn down the pay. Maybe you got stuck having to babysit. I understand, and if you tell me as such, I'll get it. And I can't speak for everyone, but I'll even give you the first few for free. Like if you're a friend of mine and you just don't show up and you don't even give me an explanation, I'll probably let it go a couple times. But when you make it a habit, that's a problem. I have been flaked on so many times. So many times. What I'm referring to is day of said plans, the just no show, sometimes without an excuse, often a very lame, lazy excuse, and it just doesn't happen. And I'm not perfect. I've made this mistake before. I've slept in. I've accidentally double booked myself. I have straight up forgotten that we were supposed to do the thing today. And when that happens, I make sure not to make any excuses. I apologize. I let them know I messed up, and I let them know that's not my character. Because honest question, why the hell would you want that reputation? One time I bought 2 tickets to a concert, and I was going to give one of the tickets to a girl. I asked her, hey, do you want to go to this concert? And she was like, absolutely. So I was really excited, and then 2 days out, I text her, hey, what's your address? She didn't respond, so a day out, hey, where do you live so I can pick you up for the concert? Still no response. Then it's the day of the show, and I'm texting her like every second hour, like, yo, where do you live? Yo, what's your address? Hey, what time do you want me to pick you up? And then 2 hours before the show, she tells me she can't make it. She could have told me that in the 48 hours leading up, really. And because this concert was on a weeknight, I was not able to give that second ticket away to any of my friends because most of my friends had to work in the morning and weren't prepared. So some lucky stoned guy outside the club got to go to a free concert. And sadly, things like that aren't an isolated incident. Now, some of you are probably watching this thinking, well, I have anxiety. Well, okay then. Then tell me that ahead of time and I'll be understanding. Say something along the lines of, hey, I really want to go, but my anxiety is really bad and I'm not sure I can make it, so I don't want to commit, so put me down as a maybe. Don't wait up for me, but if I show up, it's a plus. That way, I'm prepared and I can even potentially work around that. If you tell me that, I can do a plan B, C, or D. But if you don't tell me that and you just don't show up, you can't use that excuse afterwards. Nope, I hold you to the same standard as the rest of my friends. And here is the most frustrating thing about all of it. I will never, ever be mad if I ask you if you want to do something and you say no. You don't have to give me a reason. You don't have to give me an explanation. All you have to say is, I'm not really feeling that, and I will understand. But if you say yes, and then you don't do it, that's different. No one is making you say yes. And as I've already previously mentioned, we're all gonna have to cancel last minute sometime. Life throws too many curveballs. It's the fact that the default setting for a lot of millennials is the plans won't happen. And that's a problem. I've talked to a lot of people about this and they all agree, yeah, it's super common and super normalized, which is messed up. Take responsibility. Be held accountable for what you say. I work hard on my word. I want my word to mean something. I want people to take what I say at face value. You have to build that. And when people don't trust your word, that's a pretty damning thing. Trust me, I hate being the guy who sends that text of, hey, are we still on for today? I feel like I'm nagging. I feel so annoying. I feel so needy when I do that. But I gotta make sure in this day and age because honestly, it might not happen otherwise. And that's sad. Thankfully, I got a pretty good group of friends and this is almost never an issue. But outside that group, I'm hedging my bets most days. You know, I'm really surprised that Head & Shoulders is one of the best-selling shampoos among my generation, considering it deals with flakes. That's so bad. Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it in. So what's your stance on flaking? When is it acceptable? When is it unacceptable? What even constitutes as flaking, and how many chances should you give someone? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at TransandTrav, and YouTube and Facebook at Travis Boyce. And as always, if you love this video, share it. And if you hated this video, share it so you and your friends can make fun of it. Take care.